Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I've got a really interesting video for you today. So I've got 3 of these little holly trees. These are bare rooted. They were salvaged by my mate. Very kindly rescued them from a garden clearance. So they're bare rooted. Most of the roots have been salvaged and I've just put it in this bag. I've got 3 of these and this is the smallest one. But also the most interesting one, so I thought I'd show you at least one of them. All I'm going to do is pot them up. I've got my soil here, I've got an old pot there which is probably suitable, or I might find something a bit nicer. So I'll bring you in and show you the tree, and we'll have a little look at the tree and see what we can come up with. So here's the tree. We're indoors today because it's so cold out there. So, I mean, it's quite a nice little tree as it is. It's got a nice bend there. Got a drastic bend there. Not sure how that would have happened. Probably got knocked over when it was tiny. And then shot back up. So, bonsai wise, I'm not really sure if it's suitable for bonsai. It could make a nice tree, I suppose. More of a literati, really slender trunk and all the top growth. So I think what I'll do is I'll just put it in a flower pot. I've got this one here, nothing special, and we'll probably just cut back a few of these long shoots up here, try and even out the shape of the tree a little bit more. And it's quite tough, even these small branches would be quite difficult to bend, so but I'm sure I could wire some of them down just to make it look more spreading and a bit older. So I'll unwrap the roots now and we'll have a look at what sort of root system we've got on the tree. Gonna make a mess, but we can tidy up afterwards. It's not a bad root system, to be honest. Looks like the vast majority of the roots have been salvaged. And they're quite nice and spreading already. You can see spreading out. It's quite thick at the base here. So we'll definitely keep as much trunk as we can. This nice twisty bit at the bottom here. We'll expose that and we won't prune any roots at the moment. So we'll plant it down to about there. And we'll decide on the angle. It's definitely got potential. So I've got my compost here. It's just normal compost mixed with perlite. And this pot should be a nice size for the tree. There's plenty of space in there for new roots to grow. We can let it establish. And then maybe later on next year do some more root pruning and prune into more of this. We'll see what I decide to do later on, because I've got 3 of these. This may not be the best one, so I may just keep one and maybe sell the other 2. We'll see how they go. So, show you the roots quickly. Quite nice trunk there. And we could, in theory, we could just chop it off there. Tiny little tree. Or go higher up. But I think I'm going to keep most everything for now. Not too sure on this thick branch. I might cut it back a bit, or at least some of the long growth for now, and we'll just see how it goes. Haven't fully decided yet. So I'll get it planted up I've also got my wiring tools and stuff here as well. So we can wire some branches if we need to. So as usual, all I'm going to do is put a little base there on the bottom. Just an inch or two. And then when we put it in, we're going to make sure the roots spread out as much as possible. And then plant it at an angle which you think is going to look nice. So I think about there. Maybe. That's not too important at the moment. We can adjust the angle when we do later repot. And then we'll just fill in with the soil. And just make sure it fills in all the gaps as you go. I'll carry on, we get this topped up. Alright, so I've just finished putting the tree up. That's the sort of angle that it wanted to sit at in the pot. And I think that's quite nice actually. It's got a nice shape to it already. Quite like that as a front. So like I said, probably a little bit of pruning, but nothing drastic. Just even up the sort of outline of the tree. Alright, so there's a few quite strong branches that I want to bring back in a little bit. And there's also quite a lot going on in here. We've got about 5 or 6 branches all at the end there. So a couple of them may come off. Tempted to take one of the thick ones off, one of these two. So probably what I'll do is I will remove this one here for now, and then we'll leave the rest. I'll just leave a little stub for now, it doesn't matter too much. And then I'll just cut back the other ones. And this one can be cut back. And we've got quite a few in there, but it is what it is at the moment. And I kind of want this one to be getting stronger than this one, so I'm not going to prune these ones. I'm just going to leave them. And I'm going to leave all the other ones. Dead bit there. Got a small back branch there, which is fine. These are fine. So we'll leave the rest of it for now. That's one done. I don't think I need to wire it. We'll just let it recover now and have another look at it in the spring. So I'll just spin the tree around again, show you. So I kind of like that side. But let me know if you see anything better. Quick, another look at the tree close up. So we definitely have to clear out some of this at some point. Try and weaken this thick branch here a bit. But we'll see how we go. Hopefully it will recover nicely and we can do some more work on it in the spring. Right, so I'll just give the tree a good water before I put it outside, just to settle the soil around the roots. Not too much because I don't want to get water all over the place in here. So that's probably fine. We're going to get more rain soon anyway, no doubt. So that one can go back outside. I have got two more to show you. I'm not sure if I'm going to work on all three in this video or not. But if not, then thanks for watching. Hope you like the little holly tree that we just did today. So I could put wire on some of these branches and bring them down, move them around, but for now I'm going to let the tree recover and we'll see how it goes in the spring.